listeners. Welcome to another episode of Romance Unraveled. This is your host, Jacob Bozen, and I know that we've taken a break for the month of January, and we are back in February. I have some updates for you. While I was on break, I ended up getting the show a new distributor. So the distributor is now through Red Circle. Still distributes to all the major platforms. It's just a better marketing platform for me. We have some life updates as well. I believe the last time we did an episode, even before that, all the way to November, I was with a boyfriend and I was dating him, and now I'm single, so I'm back on the market. Woohoo! And that will be a story in itself, probably this month or next month, because it is quite crazy as well. And then for the month of February, we have a new co host with me. It is Savannah Van Orden. She told a story on the show, I believe it was 3 or 4 episodes ago, and it actually is our number two ranking episode so far. So, Savannah, let's have you introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Savannah Van Orden, and yeah, I was on the podcast a few episodes ago, so I was super excited to have Jacob ask me to be his co-host. So, yeah, I'm still doing the same stuff, still a director over in assisted living, still love pickleball, still got to play with Jacob still. Um,
Right?
I know, yeah, bad at that. Um, but yeah, other than that, nothing really has changed in my life since I was on the show last, but I'm so excited to talk about this story.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like so embarrassed the whole time. But this is actually a story about the two of us, and it goes all the way back to middle school when I was figuring myself out, I guess you could say. Stretches all the way back to sixth grade, and Savannah and I had like a little fling going for like maybe a year or two.
You were like my first person I felt like I loved. I was like
What?
sixth grade, and I was like, wow, I'm genuinely in love with this guy.
That is so funny. Okay, so we'll get right into it. So I'll kind of tell my side of this, and then as we go along here, I assume that Savannah will tell her aspect of this as well. So, from my remembrance, I had met Savannah and her twin sister Alexis at soccer because at the time I played soccer and everyone knew them as the twins. That's what we called them, was the twins. And during this time, I was so attracted to one of the boys on my soccer team. I think you know who he is, Savannah, but I don't need to really say to the world, but it doesn't really matter. And like he was just like really cute, and it was really weird for me at the time because I was in sixth grade and I'm like, is this something I'm gonna grow out of? Like, is this a normal like, do boys like boys? Like, is this you know what I mean?
This is so funny.
And so like everyone thought that you guys were so hot. Like you guys were the it thing and we called you the twins.
The it thing, I love that wording.
No, for real, like everyone had a crush on you. It was like it was at least that's how I remember it. And so we played soccer frequently together, kind of like more so through scrimmaging, at least what I remember.
Yeah.
And I stopped playing soccer in middle school, by the way. I'm like, why would I run for fun? Like, who does that? So I switched to volleyball. But I remember specifically, I was at lunch one day, and one of my best friends at the time, we can just say his name, he won't care. Josh, he came up to me at lunch and he's like, Jacob, Savannah like has a big crush on you and wants you to ask her out.
This is already
And
so embarrassing.
and I'm like at the time like what? Like thrown back because this had been the first time that somebody had shown interest in me, like guy or girl. And so it really was like this exciting butterfly moment where it's like, oh wow, someone likes me. And if they like me, then I should like them, right? Like, isn't that how it goes?
Uh,
So then it was like this, it's kind of hard to describe. It wasn't like, I don't take this the wrong way at all, Savannah, but it was like, it wasn't like a sexual attraction. It was more like, it wasn't even emotional attraction. It was just like, I was flattered by the fact that somebody had liked me. And we were only in sixth grade. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah, I'm like trying to think back. I'm like, I don't even think I got my period by that point. So I'm like, this is definitely like so funny for me. I'm like, sexual, not sexual. I don't even remember sixth grade me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So I think as time went on, probably in the next few days after my friend Josh had told me, we started having lunch with you. And I cannot remember. It probably was, I don't know, what we would call recess or lunch break. I don't even know what we called it back then. But I'm pretty sure, like, I asked you to be my girlfriend. We more so said, like, going out. That was, like, the term that we used.
yeah.
Everybody used, at least from what I remember. Like, no one would be like, oh, this is my boyfriend or girlfriend. It was like, oh, we're going out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And so then that happened, and I remember like it didn't last longer than a week. And the reason for that is I was at my locker and one of my friends, I can't remember who, came up to me and said, Savannah doesn't want to be with you anymore. And I'm like, oh, why? And they're like, because she thinks you're gay. And so that was like my first experience with rejection, but also someone like flat out telling me that I was gay. And
You're
at the
like, no,
time,
I'm not.
well, right. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, what?
But the
But at
boy
the
on the
time,
soccer field is cute.
well, exactly. But at the time, I'm like, I didn't know. Like, I for
Yeah.
real didn't know. I had no idea. And then I have this girl who like had a crush on me, being like, "Oh, I don't like you anymore because you like boys." So that was interesting. I'm just
Oh.
curious from your perspective, and I'm not offended by anything that you say at all. Um, what was your, I guess, perspective about that kind of time period? So, like, from me finding out that you had a crush on me to asking out to being like, oh, he's gay. Like, what was your experience?
Yeah, like I totally remember like all of this playing out like now that we're talking about it like it was yesterday. So this is so funny to relive. But I remember like playing soccer with you and just like thinking because we didn't really ever talk on like playing soccer, you know? Like I was like dedicated to soccer, like that was my life. And so it was like I'm here to play soccer, not mess around. But then like there's this cute guy out of the corner of my eye who's distracting me. And then like cuz Josh was like Lexi and I's friend too. So it was just kind of like wow, this is a great opportunity to know like get to know this guy. And keep in mind 6th grade me is like, like middle school crush, like I'm gonna marry this guy, like this is the first guy that I like have interest in and I just see my future with him, like 6th grade mindset. And so then I remember like telling Josh like no, like I want to date this guy or go out with this guy. And Josh was like, okay, yeah, like he's my best friend. Like I'll go talk to him and do it for you. Because I was so scared. I'd like never talked to you. It was like, I want to date you, but we've like never really talked, but I'm gonna do this anyway. And I remember like him, like we started like going out. And then I just remember, and this is like so funny because I feel like when you hang around people like that are your like gay, but they don't know that they're gay, it's like you notice things, you're like more flamboyant, but then you like do things like, and I'm not trying to like say anything bad about gay people, like it's just people like you notice these things like they're more flamboyant or like they like move their hands when they talk like super extra. And like just more like dramatic. And this isn't obviously everybody, but like I would just remember like being like to Lexi, I'm like, do you like think he likes me? And I'm like, because I don't think he does. And I'm like, he does these things. And I'm like, because my mom has friends who are gay and like one of them acts like this. And so like sixth grade Mary is like, oh my gosh, she's acting just like Doug. Like, this is crazy. And I know Doug is gay. And so it was just like in my head, it was like clicking, clicking, clicking. And I was like, I'm 100% sure he's gay. And I'm like, I can't be with him. He doesn't like me. He doesn't want me. He wants the soccer boy. And I was like, I remember being so sad though, because I was so excited because I was like, I think he's so attractive. Like, we're gonna get along great. Like, we're gonna have such a good time. And then I remember like telling myself in my head, like, yeah, he's gay, and then telling Josh, and then Josh telling you. Or I can't remember if Josh told you, but like I remember just being so heartbroken. Like that was like my 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 whole love life was just down the drain at that point. I was like, there's nobody out there for me since Jacob is gay. Like it was the end of the world for me, genuinely. Like I remember going home and crying about it, and I was like, this is so
What?
sad. Like I remember I was so sad because I liked you so much. Like I genuinely did. And it was like obviously like in my head I'm like he's checking all of my check boxes and I'm freaking 12 years old. I'm
This
like
is so
planning my
funny.
future.
This is so funny to listen to.
Oh,
Um,
so crazy. It's like it's so like thinking back on it and I'm just like it's so funny being an adult now thinking wow, sixth grade me really like did that? Like wow, I'm shocking myself right now. Go
yeah.
back into my journal entries and it's like Jacob is so hot. Like
What?
I'm so excited for my future with him. Like and it's like in the crappy handwriting. Like I literally went back through my stuff today when you said like let's talk about us and I was like I have a journal about this. Like I know I do. So I like went through it and like went through all of my stuff and I finally found it and it was like I love Jacob. Like, he's so amazing. He's the perfect boyfriend for me. Like, I'm so excited for our future. Like, I'm gonna have the best last name. Like, so cringy. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, writing my first name with your last name with a heart around it. And I'm like, geez.
What?
I'm like, geez, I fell in love. Love at first sight, apparently.
That is so funny. Oh my
On
God.
my end, he didn't want me.
Well, this is like a fourth into the story.
Oh, that's so
So,
true, though. Okay, let's
so
continue on.
when she, I guess, rejected me, or well, first of all, she was 100% spot on, like 100% gay. I didn't realize it at the time, but it was like, yeah. And but when I guess she did reject me, I don't know, I wouldn't call it rejecting me, but in a sense it was. It like sparked this thing in me where I was like, no, like I have to have it now because like she doesn't want me and I'm gonna make her want me. Like like
Good.
that sounds weird, but it like sparked this like
I'm gonna
first
prove you
time.
wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. And so like to be completely honest, I was like became borderline like obsessed about it. Like it was really weird. It was so weird and I was such a coward that I had like my friend Hunter, he won't care that we say his name as well, but I had him. So I would write these letters. I can't even tell you what was in a single one of them, but I would make my friend Hunter deliver these letters to you and stuff them in your locker, like these love letters. Do you remember that?
I remember that. I remember. I thought you were doing it though. So like it's so funny now like years later like saying like Hunter was the one who did it because like I was like, "Oh my gosh, he loves me. Like he's not actually gay. Like he's putting these lock like notes in my locker. He cares about me."
And then, so the locker, we can call them the locker love letters.
Yes.
Then we would have like these dances, I remember,
Oh
like the
gosh, those are
school
so
dances.
cringy.
And of course, like being in Mormon land, they teach us to like, you have to have your arms straight out, like
Yeah.
touch each other, like at all, really. Like your arms have to be straight out in front of you, and that's the distance that needed to be kept. But I remember like every time it was like a boy's choice like song or whatever you want to call it, I would go and find you every single time. And I remember specifically one of the times you were like rolling your eyes that I was coming again. And I can't remember. I know the song that we danced to,
Oh my gosh.
but I can't remember the name of it. It's like this country love song.
Oh,
It's like I've known you for like 1,000 years or something
oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I'll find it afterwards. I just need to type in the lyrics because I can't say the name.
Yeah, I can't remember either, but so that was that. And then so this went on for like a good year, I would say.
Yeah, it was a while.
Yeah, and then it was my birthday like the following year, and I wanted you to come, of course. And if you were coming, your sister was coming as well. And Hunter, I believe he was the one who invited you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did because I think you were like, I don't know what happened, but I don't know if you were like scared to ask me. But I remember Hunter was like our middleman.
Yeah, 100% he was. Yeah. He was like my little minion in a way. Like seriously, it was like pathetic. Not he wasn't pathetic, I was pathetic. So yeah, we had my birthday party and it was in November and I remember it was super duper snowy and cold and
Yeah.
everything and um we played a game and we ended up separating. But then we were like in groups and you and I were in a group
Yeah.
together. And so we went around like my house, and my dad is a falconer for his army. And my dad had built like this falcon coop house thing underneath our deck. And so you and I went underneath. I'll let you explain this, actually. I think it'd be more funny if you explain it.
Well, this is so funny because like everything leading up to it, like I remember like our parents driving us there and like, okay, like have fun, like don't kiss the boys, you know? And I remember like before we went inside, I told Lexi, I said, "Hey, this is my chance to kiss Jacob. Like anything that we do, like just make sure we're together." And then I remember like we were I think it was is it called sardines? I can't remember.
I can't
But like you like
remember.
hide and then like the other people find you and stuff.
Yeah.
But I remember like we were starting the game and I told Lexi, I said, if you find him before I do, like come and tell me and then I'll go there. And I said, and then you don't come with. And so
That's
I
100% what happened. Now that I
remember
remember it. Yeah.
yeah, and I was like you find him, I'll go there after. And I'm like, but like give us some space. I'm like, this is my opportunity to get my first kiss. Like so excited, right? And so then we like found each other and then I remember this so it's so funny. And we go into the bird cage. Like I was literally like I'm having my first kiss in a bird cage. Like I was like this is so funny.
And there was shit all over the place.
I
Like
know.
actual bird shit everywhere.
Oh, I remember like sitting down and you like sat behind me. And then like I sat down in front of you, like between your legs. And then we like you were just like holding on to me because like I was cold. And then I remember like turning around and then just like full blown going in for it. And I was like, I have nothing to lose. And just like freaking making out with you. And I was like, I don't even know how long we were in there. Like genuinely.
I don't know either.
But like
Probably a few minutes, maybe.
7 minutes in heaven. And like I just remember like making out with you and then like we heard them talking outside and then we like stopped and then I remember thinking to myself and I was like I don't think Jacob I like had the moment again in my head where I was just like I don't think Jacob's straight. Like I don't think he is. And I remember like going out of there and then for the rest of the night like I genuinely felt so awful because I was like he's gay. He should have had his first kiss with a guy and I ruined it and I was like this is my first kiss and I told Lexi. I remember telling Lexi afterwards. I was like I feel so bad. I'm like I messed everything up, Lexi. And she was like what do you mean? And I was like I made out with Jacob. but he's gay. Like word for word, that was my wording. And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yep." And I was so sad again.
Well, the night also went on from here. So we kept playing the game, and I remember you and I, like it was probably snowing and it was super cold outside, and we went like way far from the house, and it was like on this the hill kind of, if you know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about. And um we were laying there making out, and I remember specifically thinking during this, I'm like, why am I not like getting aroused? Like, if you know what I mean. Like,
So dead.
like I remember like specifically opening my eyes and watching the stars while like you were making out with me. And I'm like, why is this not doing anything for me? Like, is this what
God.
like it was really
Uh,
weird. And then we went back to the house and we were watching a movie. And I don't know if you remember this, but I most certainly do. And
oh my gosh, I'm
um
nervous.
Lexi, so you were sitting on the other couch. Lexi demanded that she sit next to me, demanded it. And she came and sat next to me and she whispered in my ear and she said, "If you don't hold my hand," I can't remember like exactly what she said she was going to do, but like she was going to oh no, she's told me that she was going to tell you that I had kissed her also.
Jacob, you
Yeah.
didn't.
Well, no, I
Did you
didn't.
kiss her?
No, I didn't. But like
Oh, I was like, no way.
from my perspective, she was trying to make you jealous by me holding her hand. And if I didn't hold her hand, she was going to tell you that I had also kissed her. Does that make
This like
sense?
so like this literally sounds like Lexi, so it's so funny. Like this is actually like Lex, and when you say demand, it's like 100% accurate. It's like
Yeah.
so funny. I'm like, wow, she hasn't changed.
Yeah. And then, so of course, we're holding hands watching the movie, and you saw it and you freaked and you went storming out the garage, and she followed you. We all followed you. And then at that moment, it was like you either had your parents come and pick you up, or you called them or something to come pick you up. And I was like, what the hell just happened? Do you remember
You're like,
that?
no. I wish I did because this is like so. I like probably blocked it out. I was like my first trauma experience. Like twin code was broke.
Yeah,
Blocked it
seriously.
out.
Yeah, for real. And I remember being so mad at Lexi because I was like seriously? Like, why did you just do that to me? Like, that was so rude. Even though I was like, I'm not
You're like, I'm not getting
aroused.
hard, but I'm also like upset that like I didn't get the opportunity to tell Savannah that.
Well, not even that. It was just like I felt like, and this is gonna sound bad. I felt like I had you in my court,
Oh,
and like that was my mission, was to like, because you had like rejected me and were like seemingly like running from me. I was like, I
yeah.
have to have it, I have to have it, I have to have it. And then I finally had it, even though it did nothing for me. It was like mission accomplished in my mind.
Yeah.
And then she
You're like
ruined it.
you're like I didn't get my grand finale.
Well, seriously.
No,
Yeah.
like that is so funny, like hearing it from your perspective and like having like different mindsets on it because like I do remember like now that I'm like I remember afterwards like making out with you in the bird coop and then us like all finding each other and then me telling Lexi like I thought you were gay, but then like I remember us wandering off like you said to the hill and like in my mind it was like this is gonna sound so stupid, but it's like so facts though. That I was like in my head, he's gay, but I'm gonna make him so he's straight. So like I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure this guy is straight. Like there's no way he's gonna be gay after this. And it was like my mindset. It was like your mindset was like, I have to have it, and my mindset was like, he's not gonna be gay because I'm gonna have him for my future. Like and then like after that, like I remember going inside and like watching the movie. I don't remember like Lexi, the whole situation with Lexi, but I remember going inside and like being upset because I was like, yep, that didn't work. Like game plan failed. Like you had your like game over here that you were playing, and like I had my game over here that I was playing, and like both of us like failed miserably at it.
Right.
Like this is so crazy. But I can totally see like me reacting like that with like Lexi like holding your hand and like saying, no, like you have to do this or I'm gonna tell Savannah like we kissed. And I can totally see myself reacting like that and being so upset and like calling my parents and be like, pick me up, like I'm so done with this.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Worst birthday ever.
Essentially, God.
Oh,
And then after that, like that's kind of where it really ends. Like we kind of like I think I realized, oh yeah, I only like boys probably. And that wasn't like a full confirmation for myself until I was like a freshman in high school. And then when we
yeah.
were in high school, like I don't really remember us really talking to each other or doing anything.
Yeah. I remember like with Josh being like our mutual friend, like I remember like being in like the commons area and like we would say hi to each other, but like we weren't like having full-blown conversations. Like
Mm-mm.
so sad,
Right.
honestly. But
Yeah.
like yeah, I don't even know like what happened after your birthday. Like did you and I just like completely stop talking or were we like I don't even remember.
I think we just did. Like, I just don't think that we really were any like in any of the same classes or anything
Yeah.
like that. And then I was like, well, I like boys, so like, what's the point of this now?
Right. You're like, you're shoo shoo, we're done. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so sad though. Like I mean obviously like so this is a funny story in general, but like I'm so sad that like our relationship ended like that night.
It
Literally.
really did. Yeah, it really did. I
It was cut
will,
and dry.
yeah, I do remember something very vividly from high school with you though. And this is total props to you because this was not okay. Um, you probably don't remember this, but I do. We were, I was taking an online math class through Weber State, and I was in the library working on my math class. And your class had come in, I can't remember what it was, but you were sitting with, I will tell you after this who you were sitting with.
Okay.
And something got brought up. It must have been like when gay marriage was legalized. And he was just going berserk. Like he was like, ew, that's so gross, and like just being like just rude. And I was sitting on the left, you were in the middle, and he was on your right. And I remember you kind of like looking at me to see like if I could hear him. And you were like, no, like, what does it matter? Like if they're two guys together. Like you completely like shut him down, and I will always remember that. Like I don't know if you remember this experience, but I totally do. And that was actually like an important like moment for me in high school just because it was very crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I know exactly who you're talking about though, which is
Okay.
so crazy.
I'm glad I'm not like like misremembering and I'm not
Yeah, no, I
mentioning
know
them.
exactly who you're talking about. I remember that moment though too, because like anything with like gays or like special needs, like because like my mom has like I grew up with people around me who were gay, and so it was like I never had an upbringing where it was like looked down upon, you know? And so it was just like, no, like let them make their own choices. Like if they're happy, they're happy. And I remember like that conversation specifically. And I remember that like put the worst taste in my mouth for that person because I was like you said, who cares? Like
Hmm.
genuinely, it's not that deep, really.
Yeah.
Like if they're happy, they're happy. And I remember like knowing like and I like knew you were gay in middle school and like there's a few other of our friends where I was like, yeah, they're 100% gay. They just don't know it yet, you know? And then like they come out and I'm like, called it. And it was like the same thing with you. It was just like Jacob's great. Like we might not be friends like anymore or close. And I'm like, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Jacob's a great person. Like, and maybe they know Jacob's gay. Like maybe they're just being disrespectful. But I was just like, this is so stupid. Like that's not okay. Like
Yeah.
I was so angry in that moment. I remember that day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And every time I see a picture of this person, it reminds me of that exact moment every single time.
oh,
Which is fine. I mean, whatever. Like
you're like flick,
I've
flick,
moved on.
flick, get my
But
anger out.
right. Yeah.
Oh, that's so crazy though.
Yeah.
But like
Well,
I'm glad like we rekindled, you know? Like these are stories like I would never like bring up or talk about because, you know, like they're things that you just don't really think about like getting older, but like running into people. Like it's been so much fun like talking about this stuff and like remembering all the crazy things that took place. And now thinking back on it, like being in sixth grade and making out, I'm like, holy crap, what was I doing with myself?
me
Like,
too.
what was, wow, I was like, that's a bold move.
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess we can end it here.
Yeah, I'm like,
Um,
now I've got a lot to think about now.
yeah. Yeah. So for this month, listeners, Savannah and I will be bringing guests, as always, to the show. We have, at least on my end, I have a few thoughts of who we would bring. I hope she does as well. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, as always, make sure you subscribe and save. We're streaming anywhere you can get your podcasts. Remember that Red Circle is the new distributor. So on the link tree, if you could go to Red Circle and then click on their distribution links, that would be helpful. Make sure you rate us. That really helps us with the algorithms. And then if you have a story that you would like to share, you can reach out to me directly on Facebook or Instagram. It is Romance Unraveled. Until next time.